What's going on, henchmen? Welcome to the Henchman Club. In today's video, we're going to talk about discipline. Without discipline, your dreams are going to stay dreams. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to make money, you try to improve any part of your life. If you don't take the necessary steps you need to take consistently every single day, your dreams will remain dreams. The only thing stopping you from realizing that dream or that vision you have is consistency. The only way you can stay consistent is through discipline. But when I talk about discipline, I know you're probably thinking I'm going to talk about like going to the gym and, making sure you wake up early and do all this stuff. Like, all that's cool. Like, that's you need discipline for that, correct? But I'm going to go a step deeper. I'm talking about mental discipline. I think the biggest problem for a lot of people, myself included, is something I've battled with. Sometimes I go through phases where, I start having like doubts, or I start second guessing myself. And that right there is where discipline is actually needed. If you're able to discipline your mind to only think positive thoughts, it's impossible for you to fail. You can't fail. Because, I always think about this, my mom's age always quote this scripture. I'm not a religious guy, but I grew up Christian, so I know some aspects of the Bible. But there's this one quote where it says, your enemies are of your own household. When I deep it, I believe it's talking about your mind. Like, your biggest enemies are in your mind. That's where, forget you. Externally, we might have people that look at us, people that are envious, people that are jealous, or people that are wishing us bad. Whatever it is, don't fucking matter. But the biggest enemy you're ever gonna have, they're in your mind, because those negative thoughts. Think about it. I want you to think about it for 1 second. I always say this. The only way you're gonna take action on something is if you genuinely believe what the results are gonna be. If you know when you put in work, you're gonna get results. It ain't gonna be that hard for you to put in work, especially when you want the results. But when you have doubts, when you have negative feelings towards those actions you need to take, those steps you need to take, the process involved, when you have doubts that's not gonna work, then you're less likely to take action. So discipline, honestly, it's not just about saying, wake up in the morning, go gym, make sure you work on your business, make sure you work hard at your job, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. It's not about that. The first step is actually making sure your mind is pure. You're only able to think positive thoughts, because those positive thoughts are what's gonna move you. When you have you can do this shit, I'm a fucking G, I can do this shit. No matter what happens to me, I can always overcome. You have those kind of thoughts in your mind. Nothing's impossible, because when you have bad days, when you have negative things happen to you, if you keep those positive thoughts, you're able to keep pushing past the obstacles, past whatever experiences, whatever negative experiences that come about. You're able to push past them because you have those. You have that pillar, that discipline to be able to only think the positive thoughts, the only thoughts that are going to lead to your desired outcome. This, to me, is what the real discipline is. Because, like I said, it doesn't start from you waking up in the morning, waking up early in the morning, going gym, or, not missing a workout, eating right. All those things, yeah, they're important. But they come after you already have a good foundation. And the foundation starts with having positive thoughts. Only thinking positive thoughts. I know this is not going to be easy. I know for most of you, if you've ever tried to actually control your mind, just to think certain things, you understand that it's fucking difficult. You think benching or fucking doing pull-ups and push-ups is hard. Fucking try and make your mind just think only positive thoughts. You realize that, fuck, man, I've been letting my mind just go fucking your mind. Most people's minds is like a fucking. Myself included. I'm not trying to make you guys think like I'm some perfect guy. I just only think positive thoughts. There are times when sometimes I'll have some things will happen, and I'll have some conversation with some people, and they'll just put me in a state of just fucking absolute misery. I'll just be fucking pissed, and I'll just be thinking, but eventually I have to pull myself out. And that ability to pull yourself out, that's the discipline it takes, because you have to understand that, when you realize that you've been thinking positive thoughts for a long period of time, everything is going good, and then all of a sudden something happens, and then you start thinking negative. You have to have discipline. You have to be able to understand that, I must go back to where I am. And it's not easy to go back. That's what I'm saying. Doing push-ups, pull-ups, all them things, those workouts, that's cool, yeah, but trust me, man, the hardest thing, controlling your mind, being able to really think the things you want to think about, is fucking, it sounds so easy, but it's the most difficult thing. Any of you out there that have tried it, you know what I'm talking about. And for the people that haven't tried, go for it, man. You best start now, because anything you're trying to achieve, there are going to be obstacles, there are going to be problems, but you have to have the mindset, you have to have the discipline to be able to lock in on whatever it is you want. And this goes across all things. You're trying to lose weight, you have to believe it's possible. You have to discipline your mind. I know I can do this. I know I have a dream physique in my mind. I'm going to do this. And then you start from that base, and then you know, okay, I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat right. and then I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna be committed to this plan, and that's how it goes. It's just like you keep building up. It doesn't just start with you just saying I'm gonna work out. I mean, all of you, most of you, you've probably tried working out multiple times. You started working out, you started doing different like diet plans, and all of a sudden you just fall off because there's no discipline, there's no foundation, there's no that discipline to be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit. I know I can do this shit, and I will do it. Once you make that stance, you make that commitment. To make that commitment, you have to be disciplined to make that commitment. Once you make that commitment, and then from there, you start to work out, you start a diet, and then you just keep going. You stay committed to it, and that's how it goes. Same thing with business. You try to work on your business. You know things you have to do. There are tasks you have to attack every single day. And you can't just leave them. You can't just leave them like that. You must actually attack them, and you must make sure you complete them every single day. If you don't complete them, you never get the results you want to get. And this goes across board. But like I said, the foundation is disciplining your mind to only think the things you want to think. And in today's world, with like social media, all these like shorts, like YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, like TikTok, all that shit. That shit has fried all like a lot of people, man. Like I kind of be feeling bad. Like I'm not that old. I'm not up to 25, but like a lot of people, like my age and like younger, most of us, like our attentions have been fried, man. Like we're just people on the phone looking at clips all day long, and that shit is like fucking up your attention. Your attention is the thing you have to discipline, because like I said, when you're focusing on positive thoughts, you're focusing your attention on those positive thoughts. When you're focusing on a particular goal, you're directing your attention. Like discipline is like it's like tool you use to direct your attention. That's the thing. But a lot of people today with like the whole social media thing, like the whole like shorts and YouTube shorts, all these like short form content, it's fried a lot of people's attention spans. Like people, like they said now, like there's a study now that says the average human attention span is like less than that of a goldfish. I think the goldfish is like 26 seconds and the human is like 25 seconds. Don't quote me on the numbers, but it's something like that. Like literally, I think humans have like less, on average, humans have less attention span than a fucking goldfish. A fucking goldfish, man. You know a goldfish? Like goldfish, that shit's in the water, man. That shit never fucking, like humans, we can do so many crazy things, but like our attention spans have been fucking destroyed, and you have to start directing your mind. Like this is not a joke. Like I don't want to say this thing, like I'm fucking serious, man. This is fucking important. If you can't direct your mind, through discipline, you can't actually like focus your attention on particular things, you're never going to achieve anything. Because if you think about it, before you can direct to a particular task in 26 seconds, how the fuck are you going to achieve a goal that's going to take you like minimum, like any goal worthwhile, it's probably going to take you a good minute. If you're trying to lose weight, at least, it's going to take you like a couple weeks, it's going to take you a couple months. Same thing if you're trying to achieve weight, you're trying to make more money in your business, you have to pay attention to that shit every single fucking day for multiple hours. If you only have 26 seconds of like fucking attention span, and that's all you can do, how the fuck are you going to sit down and actually like be like, I'm going to fucking do this? Or like when you're like, if you don't have the attention span to actually be like, yo, I'm going to fucking focus on that diet. These are the only things I'm going to eat, and I'm going to make these meals. And then you're just, for fucking your mind just fucking wanders somewhere. For you're fucking eating your entire house, or you're eating some shitty meal, eating whatever you're eating, like you're going out to eat some shit because you're not able to direct your mind. This shit is key, man. Like I kind of, like I said, I feel bad for a lot of people, because this is something that a lot of people will never actually like. It's gonna be hard for them to regain it, and there's no methods, and nobody's trying to teach people to actually be like, yo, direct your mind. But you gotta actually focus. You have to actually sit down, whatever you have to do, meditate, visualize. You have to actually sit down and be like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna do to make sure my attention is fucking crisp? Because automatically, if people have less attention span than a fucking goldfish, if you're able to like keep your attention on something for a long extended period of time, it means automatically you already have a better chance of succeeding than those people. And this is not about competition. This is just, I'm just talking about like bare facts. Like if you have the ability to concentrate more than other people, then those people that lack concentration, you can see how like they don't really have a shot, because you won't be able to focus on the things they like to focus on. But like, nothing. I don't know what you're gonna achieve, but you only need 26 seconds to achieve it. Like I don't know like anything worthwhile. What goal is it that you're trying to lose that weight? You're trying to make more money. You're trying to, develop, your communication skills. Anything you're trying to do, it takes a certain, like you literally need at least a couple minutes of attention to be able to achieve those things daily. None of those things require less than 26 seconds of attention to achieve. You need more than that. So you have to focus your attention. And the way you direct your attention is to discipline your mind. You must discipline your mind to think only the things you want it to think. And I know when I'm saying this shit, it sounds so easy. When I heard first about like directing your mind to do all this stuff, I was like, yeah, I can fucking do that shit. And then you start trying to realize that, yo, in your mind daily, you're just going like, just shitty thoughts going through your mind. And of course, some people don't understand this, so that you're not your thoughts, but when you identify with the thoughts, then you actually start like, you start like making them real. So like thoughts can go through your mind, but if you just like ignore them, or you just like, like, nah, I don't believe in that, then that's cool. But when you start identifying with the thoughts, that's when it actually becomes real. That's when you actually start to give it life. When you focus your attention about something, like a particular thing, you have the ability to actually bring that thing into life. That's your gift as a human. But if you can't focus your attention, if you don't have discipline to do that, then it's gonna be impossible. But that's the video for you guys. And if you're looking for a fitness plan, you can use to completely transform your body, just hit me up at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com and I'll send you a free plan. Subscribe to the Henchman Club, like the video, comment down below what you think, and stay henge.